Yep. Here we go again.
This is where the fun begins.
I'm not too sure about the fun part there, but nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you now, 99.9% of the time when I see a news story, I just sit there, you know this by now, I just sit there and I go, what is going on? And what as a society are we actually doing? Nobody can tell me. Oh wait, actually, I know. Apparently, a very good job at making me, especially, and everybody else, lose their brain cells. You know, in today's world, it couldn't be more obvious at places like Lucasfilm, Disney, we have activists running the show, and they like to include their messaging, their agendas more and more as we go further into the future. So we end up getting things within our franchises, well, the franchises that we used to love anyway, that nobody asked for and quite honestly do not make sense. Then again, it doesn't matter what makes sense and what doesn't, as long as these woke agendas are shoved in our face 24/7, well, that's all that matters. And now recently, Lucasfilm once again has caused a lot of controversy because they have introduced the first ever trans woman clone trooper. I'm so excited by this activism, I really am. I almost feel like clapping along with all the other SEALs that are cheering over this, get a grip, man. But seriously, this is what we're doing now, trans clone troopers. Now, for those of you who are fans of Star Wars, and I don't blame you if you're not any longer, a lot of people are starting to lose the love they once had for this franchise, but if you've ever watched Star Wars actually, you know how the clone troopers are made. They are duplicates of one person, so let's just be honest with this one. It really doesn't make any sense, and it just so happens, anyway, this outlier has a different gender identity. Yes, out of all things. They have now decided that they're trans. And it doesn't stop there, oh no, because on their armor they have the colors of the trans flag, just to make sure you are fully aware that this person is different. Yeah, and I wish I was on a different planet, but we can't have everything, right? Now before we get into this bizarre news story, ladies and gentlemen, and don't worry, I'll make it quick. If you could, make sure to leave a like rating, as it really, really helps out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's discuss trans clone troopers. Oh boy. Star Wars unveils first look of its first trans woman stormtrooper called Sister, with armor in the color of the transgender flag. Star Wars has introduced its first transgender stormtrooper in a move that has left fans of the beloved sci-fi franchise divided. Wow, I couldn't see that one coming. Named Sister, she is clad in armor painted in the blue and pink of the transgender flag and was pictured for the first time in a new book released earlier this week. The dreadlock sporting soldier first appeared in a reference in an earlier 2022 novel, A Queen's Hope, before later being depicted in a piece of fan art. Now a story and picture has been featured in Star Wars The Secrets of the Clone Troopers, which added her to the franchise's official lore. But the new character's addition has left fans of the Galaxy Far Far Away saga split, with some branding it utterly insane gender cult worship and moronic, while others raged it was bat crazy. I mean, you can't really disagree with those people, can you? Of course, they will be labeled the bigots, the transphobes, as will I. As will you if you disagree with it, because as we know, in this lovely, stunning and brave world, you have to accept everything and anything you're given. You can't disagree with it. Nope, not at all. But here is the lovely, stunning and brave progressive clone trooper on your screen, and as you can see, as mentioned, they have the they have the colors of the trans flag all over their armor. Yep, apparently now in Star Wars, they know about gender identity and all that stuff. So this concerns me, you know, because what if they make a new clone trooper for every single gender identity out there? I mean, why stop at the trans clone trooper, right? Make one for each flag, each gender, whatever, because there is thousands at this point. You know, by the end of it, they will have an army big enough to take on the galaxy. That is truly being progressive right there. I'm trying to laugh at this and trying to make light of the whole situation because it's truly insane, it really is. But Sister was first introduced in the 2022 book A Queen's Hope, having been created on the planet Kamino to fight for the Galactic Republic. She is one of the many clone troopers which featured in Star Wars Episode 2 and 3, which depicted the evil transformation of Anakin Skywalker from Jedi hero to iconic space villain Darth Vader. Little is known about the character, aside from she served alongside Skywalker, played by Hayden Christensen, and his mentor Obi-Wan Kenobi, played by Ewan McGregor during the Clone Wars. Yeah, it didn't happen in my eyes. This book is intended as an illustrated encyclopedia for children. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there it is. They couldn't help but start to indoctrinate the kids, could they? disgraceful. But it's written from the perspective of another Star Wars character, Captain Rex from the Disney Plus animation Bad Batch. A description of her in the book given by Rex says, when one of our kind expressed her gender identity differently than her fellow troopers, she featured she'd have to hide who she truly was inside. Fortunately, her brothers in the 7th Sky Corps gave her the name Sister as a constant reminder that she belonged. Yeah, to me, it just gets tiresome, even reading it out. You know, it kind of feels like when people do this, somebody over at these companies is just trying to insert what they've experienced in their life within these franchises. I don't know, man. Have a day off. You have permission from all of us to take a day off and go outside and breathe the fresh air. You won't miss anything. Please have a day off. But now let's head over to close out this video to the Star Wars fandom website, because this is where it gets truly laughable. Biography, A Rocky Planet. I was afraid before I left Kamino. We don't really know what happens to unusual clones, but my brothers never let me down. I wasn't sure if the Jedi would understand. And now I believe this is actually the Stormtrooper talking to Anakin Skywalker. I don't know if this is a made-up scenario or what. I'm hoping somebody just made this up, because if this is the road Star Wars is going down... It's done. But Anakin apparently goes on to say the Jedi are all about transcending things. I don't think we can complain if you've transcended gender. The transcended gender, we'll work on it, but I like where it's heading. These people are nuts. A trans female clone trooper who took on the name Sister was created on the planet Kamino as a clone of the human male bounty hunter Jango Fett. She served in the Grand Army of the Republic by the start of the Clone Wars, a galaxy-wide conflict between the Galactic Republic and the Confederacy of Independent Systems. Prior to leaving Kamino, she, and it's not really a she, it's a he, but we'll just read this out for the sake of it, was given the name Sister by her brothers in the 7th Sky Corps, who wished for her to feel a firm sense of belonging and support of her gender identity from them. Wow. Although Sister was initially scared of not being welcomed by her Jedi commanding officers due to her gender, which differed from many of her brother troopers, she proved she was able to work well with her superiors once the Clone Wars began. This is absolute top tier crap. Crap on top of crap on top of crap on top of crap. And that video of Gordon Ramsay right now perfectly explains everything to do with Star Wars. But that is today's story, ladies and gentlemen. I told you I was going to make it quick. We don't need to sit here any longer, a moment longer, talking about the trans clone trooper, the first ever. Just like any franchise today, inclusivity and somebody's delusion has to be present. Leave your thoughts down below. Nonetheless, what are your thoughts on the first ever trans clone trooper? Are you clapping away? Do you think it's stunning and brave? Let me know. If you have enjoyed, once again, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button so you get to see me like this. Who doesn't want to see that? Turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Comment on this video, share this video around, and I guess follow my socials down below. Do all those things and I'll be very happy. You will cheer me up. But until next time, it has been your host JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.